Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk some XRP. Okay, so XRP Army, welcome. Hope you all are doing well. Let's get into it. Let's talk about what's going on in the market because as we get into later and deeper into 2024, it's crazy how fast a year has flown. We are almost to the conclusion, but one of the biggest things still remains. That is the U.S. election that is coming in November, and we do have the presidential debate right on the heels of that between the first one of Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump, presidential candidate. And this is where we have to talk about the big question. Will the U.S. election affect XRP's price? All right, that's the question we're going to try to answer right here in this video. So if you guys are new to the channel, this is a perfect time to do so. We talk XRP and all your favorite cryptos and all the news going on within blockchain right here on the channel. So make sure you all subscribe right down below and let's get down into it, okay? So this is the article we're going to dive into, and I'm going to focus on kind of these highlights as well as some of my thoughts along the way. But first, I do want to take the time to show you what's exactly going on in the market as we have another consecutive green day. Pretty much in the top 100, we are seeing green across the board. The interesting thing about this, though, however, is Bitcoin is still basically 0.5%, so flat, but we do have XRP following suit within Bitcoin at 0.5%. Some of the big gainers, though, outside of XRP and Bitcoin, we have ICP up 15%, the ASI token up 12%, so that's kind of what we have. Some of the big ones we do cover. Also, Toncoin showing 5%. Jasmy's having a good day. Those are some of the ones we talk about right here on the channel. So let's get into the kind of the chart as it relates to XRP just ever so briefly. Okay, so 7th in market cap. Here we are sitting at a 30.5 billion market cap, a little bit above that. And on the day, we're at 54 cents. Okay, so how high can XRP go? The biggest question we got going for us right now is, will we see $1? Okay, there's a lot of bullish price predictions for XRP. Will we hit $5, $10, $18 has been kind of the consensus. That's the swing out of the ballpark and absolutely hit a home run price target for XRP. I'm not quite there yet. I want to see just $1 first, and then we can focus on some of those terms. But right now for XRP, we'll dive into the trading view real quickly, and you can see what I'm talking about. We are trading right above that 20 and 50 SMA. That's kind of what I look at for crypto. But we have been trending down and flashing momentum down with my trading indicator since basically August 26th. So it's been about 2 weeks, a little bit over that. XRP has been in a steady kind of downward trend, but we look to get back above this level right here. This is kind of where we tried to break out. We found rejection at around 62 cents, and that's kind of where if we zoom out, you can see that's happened a few times along the way where XRP failed to eclipse out of that that upper threshold of resistance, okay? And right here, we did it at around 62, 63, and then we did wick up around here, 63, 64, and then 65, 66 back in July, the end of July in 2024. So just getting back up in this territory around that 56 to 60 cents ballpark would be a good kind of target for the intermediate time. But relatively speaking, despite having this downtrend, XRP is still above my famous blue line. Okay, that's what I look for XRP. As long as we're staying above that, I think we're in good shape. Obviously not financial advice, but those are just my thoughts as it revolves around what's going on in the world of XRP's price. Okay, one thing before we do get in the article about the debate and about the presidential election and how that's going to impact XRP's price, I want to share with you guys the channel sponsor of the day. This is Margex, okay? If you guys do any sort of leverage trading, make sure you use my link down below. Check out Margex. There will be an exclusive kind of promotion going on right now where you can share up to a $500,000 Caspa airdrop. Okay, all you have to do is register, create an account using my link, and register. You can claim up to $10,000 in bonuses. Right now, that Caspa airdrop's going on, as well as discounted trading fees by using my link. So make sure if you do want to do any leverage trading, make sure it's right for you and where you're located. There's no KYC. Also, you do understand that leverage trading is highly volatile. But when you guys sign up and register, make sure you check out the copy trading feature within Margex. It takes some of the guesswork out of it, and a lot of users that I know on the platform have been having success using that copy trading feature and just copying the guys and gals at the top of the leaderboard, okay? So, like I said, if you want to sign up with Margex, links down below, and let's get back into what is going on because this is the biggest story we got going. XRP has shown sign of recovery. We had a little 20% crash. That's what we're talking about when we see that downtrend. But right now, the presidential election, I think, is going underspoken on how much of an impact that could have on not just XRP's price, but a lot a lot of crypto. Now, why so? Well, let's talk about it. Pretty much, we've seen Donald Trump, Bitcoin Nashville, talking about his thoughts and outlook and how he wants to approach digital currency. And on the converse side of that argument, Kamala Harris has been relatively quiet. Okay, the Democrats seem to be kind of picking up a little bit of that policy. They want to get involved, but it's something where I just quite frankly don't trust it. So we'll see. The debate will be happening this week. We'll see what we get from that. Will we get some issues brought up? Will that be a main talking point of the debate? Time will tell. Okay, but this is kind of what we look at as XRP kind of went into this potential bounce that we saw with a lot of the key metrics, right? The hinting of the Federal Reserve cutting interest rates, and I think that the presidential election is kind of what has the crypto world in this weird kind of balance, right? It's buyers and sellers going toe to toe. Who's going to prevail? I think that's kind of what it comes down to, and that's why we need to talk about, will the U.S. election affect the XRP's price? We look at the time frame. Okay, we have a little bit of a rally that has seen a lot of the technicals kind of, as it's quoted right here, they use the word eroding, and that's kind of what I see. All right, that's what I see. The biggest thing here is the evidence with a lack of selling pressure, but I think everybody's just very timid, right? It's just 1 foot in. They're not diving headfirst back into crypto. And quite frankly, if you ask me for my own opinion, obviously not financial advice, nothing I say here is, please do your own research. But this is something where I think this is the same users trading crypto. Okay, I'm guessing if you guys are watching this video, you guys were all around and were XRP probably from the run up before everything kind of got paused, right? And the SEC continued their manhunt, and we went through the whole legal process, and then now all of a sudden here we are years later, looking back and trying to figure out where XRP's price is going to be held. Okay, a couple things that we need to talk about, right? Bitcoin, the correlation with the U.S. stock market, macro policies. That's something where we get into the conversation where some people are calling for Bitcoin getting to 100,000 if Donald Trump's elected. That would definitely cause a bullish situation for XRP due to the Bitcoin dominance, where we see a lot of the altcoins poised for success under that circumstance, such as Ethereum and XRP. So I think they're going to be very, very kind of influenced, and that price will be dependent on kind of what happens from this election. Okay. And now this is something where we've talked about it a little bit. We've seen the general consensus that if Donald Trump were to win, that would boost the outlook on more riskier assets. You see what happened back basically when he was in his first term. And I know a lot of it was influenced by the pandemic, but if you have to talk about it, people got a lot of money. That stimulus money went right back into crypto, went back right back into the GME, what was going on with that short squeeze. And I think that's where people were going crazy. I mean, there was also a wave where trading cards, if you guys are into that, that hobby absolutely exploded. Those assets went up. And now we look at it even further. This is where it really comes down to it, because there is a kind of, for you bettors out there, there is a bet going on. There's odds. You can actually bet on it. Will Donald Trump win? Will Kamala Harris win? And right now, Donald Trump is edging out Kamala Harris with a 52% chance. That's going to be different than any polls, right? That's $126+ million bet on Donald Trump. Vice versa, we've seen 111 plus on Kamala Harris. So that's kind of where the money's at. It is probably a little closer than one would imagine. The Democrats not really having a democratic way of nominating a candidate. They just kind of assumed her into this role. Some people think this was the plan all along. I don't really know about that. I'm not going to talk politics. All I want to do is kind of illustrate how XRP is going to be influenced if we do get a Donald Trump election where it goes in favor of the Republicans and vice versa. Okay. But now XRP's price is kind of stabilized. Some of those indicators we talked about, the RSI, the Awesome Oscillator, those are something where we look to break through the short-term spike where XRP has become relatively bearish in the short term. Now, we've seen XRP kind of outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum in recency bias, where we look into that third quarter price movement, and that's something where if we do continue this trend, right, I guess you would call it the stabilization of XRP. Okay, that's where I think XRP is just waiting in the limbo, waiting to break out. All right, so if we do get a lot of buying pressure, XRP is going to get right through that 56 cents, and that's where I think that you have a rally shortly to ensue. That's just my thoughts. I think that that's where we get back to those levels that we talked about, 63 to 65 cents. That's kind of where we've tried this resistance. You can see it right here on your chart, right here below. You can see kind of these upper tiers, right, where we did peak. 3 times we got rejection around 63, 64 cents. So that's kind of what we look into. The last indicator we're going to talk about is the long short market value, the MVRV. That indicator is in the positive range. Now what we have from that is basically if it's positive, okay, that will be, where we look into potentially a reversal. But right now, the biggest thing going for right now is if we do go negative, that's kind of where we're headed. If you look into that, the 365-day and the 60-day MVRV. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm a big TA wizard, but these numbers kind of are what people use to trade crypto. And this is something where we've seen if we do go negative, all right, so if we go from neutral to a negative into a bear market, that's something where we could see a bottom forming and obviously a reversal would be to follow. So that's kind of where we are within kind of what could cause a bullish outlook for XRP. You see sentiment, the network profit loss indicator showing a big uptick coming on back on September 1st. That increase is kind of indicating that a lot of people that hold XRP have already realized profits. So that's going to also contribute to less selling pressure, which is obviously bullish in fact. Okay, so we're showing signs of recovery. For me, this is something where it's not meant to be political, but unfortunately it is, because I do see a situation where, if people are calling for Bitcoin to go down to $30, $40, $45,000 for one BTC, and XRP is trading very closely to Bitcoin, this is a very, very key point. So the biggest answer to this question I can give you is yes, the U.S. election will substantially kind of influence where XRP's price is headed. So use it for what you may. If you are able to vote, obviously go vote. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but I'm just going to tell you that, in my opinion, the crypto market will become bullish if you vote for Donald Trump. And we have a little bit of unknown certainty if we do get the other way with Kamala Harris. So that's what we have going on. I wanted to share with you guys my thoughts. Before you leave this video, make sure you subscribe down below. Also, please smash that like button and feel free to, like I said, check out that link down below if you want to get started trading with Margex today. Okay, so that's what I have. Appreciate you all. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.